But like with the AI shit, I'm just fascinated with how AI is just gonna impact music in general. Do you ever
It's your boy DJ X.
like have you seen that? Have you seen the Spotify feature? Like that shit is just
That's not my guy.
But do you ever think like this can get scary to the point that like they might not need not just a DJ, but not need a producer, might not need writers, might not need performers if like it's all being AI generated. Do you ever worry about that?
I feel like personally, the way things are going right now, I feel like it's more spooky to be like a writer, producer, rapper, singer than it is to be a DJ in terms of the AI competition. Because I feel like as a DJ, like the crowd really does need that like human to human
aspect of it,
interaction or whatever. In my opinion, at least, like I just feel like it wouldn't be fun if I'm looking up on stage and there's like no one there and it's just music playing. Like that's weird. Like I like seeing that the DJ's having a good time and just reading their energy, and because it feeds off of each other.
What if it's a robot up there?
That's weird. Unless it's
hologram.
Daft Punk, like I don't
I
want no robots on stage.
Any DJ, you want Beyonce DJing today? You can have that.
The AI gonna take requests too.
Right, they probably will.
They're like recalibrating. I'm like, oh, hold up, let them cook.
But nah, it just crossed my mind too though that I feel like the AI just won't ever be able to do. It's like breaking artists. You feel me? I think it's the DJ's responsibility to know like this is an up and coming artist, so they're not even popular yet, and AI could never. It'll just never get to that point.
Yeah.
Will it matter?
Will it matter? I think
Maybe.
I think
Like,
it does.
Probably wouldn't be
Do
like
you feel like that's even
search
like
for songs with under 10,000 plays.
Yeah, they might like their algorithm might be programmed to be like, I play 70%
under
mainstream
10,000
shit that
though.
most people can sing to, play 20% like that low key shit.
Maybe.
Maybe the other 5-10 is like, you know, the up and coming that you want to break. Like I'm genuinely like at first it was like, oh, bet I can have it do all these things for me.
And everyone
But
here was
now-
saying you're bugging.
No. Now it's got me feeling
for
away.
Yves.
Like I had a whole conversation with a couple friends a couple days ago, and one of them actually is a software engineer at Google, and he doesn't like work directly with the AI project that Google has. But I'm just asking him like, yo, let me know when this shit starts getting scary. He's like, yo, you ain't even seen nothing yet. Like, and even then I was listening to podcasts before, like other podcasts, and they're talking about it, and that's when it put the fear in me because they was just saying like kind of making it seem like if there's already a gap between
think
like
it's iRobot or shit.
I'm telling you, I'm shook. Like
Everyone knows like immediately as they heard it.
if
Oh,
there's
this is
already a gap
dangerous. He was
between
like,
the
no,
haves
what?
and have-nots, what do you think is gonna happen when the haves are the people who have the money to be able to like train their own models and shit and come up with all these things? And at first it felt like we can kind of close the gap with the internet because you have access to all these things, but now they found another way to kind of just separate us a little bit further.
You
And
thought just because they had AI, that class inequality wasn't going to exist? You thought poverty was going to...
I'm just saying, it's a lot of ways we could take it. Like, for example, did you hear the Drake and Weeknd song?
Bro, that shit was chips, by the way.
I love that song.
Everybody's talking about, yo, that shit's so fire.
I haven't even heard. I didn't even hear it.
I think it's fire.
They took it down, but I didn't even get to hear it.
Thought
It's still
I
on
don't like
TikTok.
It's disgraceful.
It's catchy. It's catchy. It's catchy. It's
Niggas talking
catchy.
about Justin Bieber and shit.
I heard it and I was like, it don't sound like Drake would have wrote it. It sounded like Drake. It just don't sound like Drake wrote this.
Yeah.
You feel me? I could tell like somebody else wrote that and just
you
applied
talk about the Google thing though. It made me think like, what if AI doesn't take like our jobs, but it's like one day you'll be working for AI type shit. Like
Now,
you'll be reporting to an
realistically-
AI as your boss, like, and that's like all the head of the institutions and shit, and they still have the workers down below because they need like actual like physical labor. But like your boss and shit, people that you report to and write your paycheck is the AI. And
You
shit.
just get like 10 steps. Like you got all the way to the boss. Now, realistically, they're saying that like there's gonna be an expectation that you need to learn how to work alongside the AI. Like your boss is gonna be
That's
like,
where it's gonna
yo,
start.
you
We
need to
already do.
You
We
need
have
to
our
improve your
phones.
productivity.
Siri and all
Like,
That's a fact.
you feel me? I'm paying you this much, but you need to learn how to work with this, technology so you can increase your productivity by 5 to 10 times, and you got like all these big companies buying warehouses and they're filling them up with robots, all the Amazon, the Walmarts of the world. Like it's actually getting nuts. But just on the music shit itself, what I'm like, my question to y'all is just like, do you think we can realistically see a space where it's being dominated by AI?
No, because with the whole Drake thing,
you
was
said
it
you liked the
Universal?
song.
I thought it was catchy because it was on TikTok. Like I'm very impressionable when it comes to TikTok. Like I can't help it. But especially when it comes to music. But I want to say, was it Universal or something? Put something out and we're like, we are protecting like humans, human artists. Like we're not doing that AI BS. So I don't know. I think they're gonna shut it down in the perfect world. However, if it's gonna make them hella money,
I think
they're like, fuck it. Like,
I think it's on that type of time. It's like I think they're, stopping that shit from happening because it's regular people doing it, but they're gonna use it for their. I feel like they're gonna use it to for their gain for sure. Like to start licensing like people's voices. Like, oh, you want to use Drake's voice to make a new song? Well, you got to pay this much to license it. And I think maybe not with someone who's popular right now, but imagine though, like we can keep Michael Jackson songs like.
And I was about to say that I
coming,
hope
like
artists have like the awareness and all to sign or put out whatever they have to put out to make sure that when I die, you don't take this technology and just run with it.
Oh, I think they're gonna let it happen though.
I'm gonna keep it
It's
a
on the
so
artist.
much
It's
money
on the
off
artist to make sure that's like, that's in my contract. We're not doing that.
Facts, but I'm also gonna keep it a bean. Like that's gonna make them money, but only so much money. You feel me? Because like at the end of the day, like the allure of the artist for most artists, not Drake, is the artist. You feel me?
I had that conversation too.
Right. I think like Drake is very particular though, because like he has so much content and he also like the performances are like dope, but it's like there's been so many of them, and I think it's a similar thing. Maybe not with like someone like Michael Jackson, because like his allure was literally like his presence. Like he had to be there. Otherwise it was like, all right, his music was smooth. Like his music was great, but it's like I'm listening to this so I can go to the concert.
That one song.
If you're not there, you're not there.
On Scorpion, wasn't it?
That's the first.
Tight, and
that
that's
sounded like some
exactly-
AI Michael Jackson.
What's the name?
I didn't like it.
was bad.
I forgot what it was. Nigga, I didn't go back to that shit. It was bad.
That nigga Joe Jackson.
You seen like the Michael Jackson feature? You thought, oh shit, Drake Mike.
That nigga Mike. I
remember-
remember Joe was like, "You back to work,
I was
nigga."
smacked the first time I listened to that project. So I'm not even looking at the track list, and I hear Michael Jackson. I was like, ain't no fuck.
Ain't no way.
This is crazy.
But
That goes off his rocker.
and I agree with you. I do agree with you in the sense of like I think people they don't like people's music just because it sounds good. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of people who just listen to music and they're just hearing sounds and they don't actually take anything in. But look at like my example to the conversation I was having with my friends was like, look at Beyonce's Lemonade. Like anyone could have sung that, but you can't like that project had impact.
Not anybody could.
No, but I'm saying that project had impact because like you knew the story around that project that brought it to life. Like sure, someone might have wrote some songs.
That it was Beyonce's story.
That's the point I'm making.
That could happen to anybody.
But it's Beyonce. The fact that happened to Beyonce had every woman shook. Like damn. Like even Beyonce.
The cheaters was like,
damn.
whoa, I can do anything.
Everyone was tuned in. They was like, "Oh, we need to hear what happened. We
And
need to hear her
I
side."
think people will always connect with the artist
Short
on
film
that
was fire,
sense.
too.
So I don't think that's going. I think the last thing on the totem pole that's going to get taken away is the performer. But I think a producer like.
Yeah, producers are gone.
I think
They're
producers
done.
are
You're
done.
done
for.
for.
I'm sorry.
No,
to
the
tell y'all
producers are
niggas.
done.
Because the AI beats be cranking.
Like niggas already go to YouTube beats.
I feel like you guys are thinking about the. Actually, no, I can't say that,
Think
bro.
I was about to say you guys don't think about the mainstream, but like the moment you just tell like follow this template, like this artist's sound,
Tight.
like, do it, no matter who.
And it's
it
gonna
is.
crank.
You feel me? Like
No, it's not. It's gonna sound way too quantized. All that.
That's fine.
for now though,
Most
for
people
now.
don't care, bro.
Most people don't. And the thing is, I think there still will be producers who are because the thing AI can't
You got
do.
something to say?
Oh no.
My fault.
Now just introduce yourself before you start
I
talking.
like I speak in this way.
Yeah.
I don't know. The thing about like a good producer is they help build an artist. You know what I mean? I don't
For
think
sure.
it hasn't been able to do that. Like Monte Booker, Smino, like shit like that. You know what I mean? Like they grow together, and I think they help each other like build. I just don't know if AI is doing that for an artist.
But that's the
think
thing. We're
this-
at stage 1 right now.
Yeah.
It's only gonna get better and
you
better.
think AI is gonna evolve the same way a human evolves though?
It's gonna evolve
Faster,
faster.
Quicker, yeah.
Like do you
quicker.
already see how the space is
Stop
exploding?
making
Since
beats
it's moving
then.
faster, do
So
you
stop
think,
making
like,
beats then.
I'm gonna do that shit because that's what I want to do. You feel me? But I can't blame a label to be like, well, if we can get it from AI and it's free, or it's just a much cheaper, it's
exactly.
just cheaper labor than like charge it to the game, nigga. What can I do?
Facts.
And-
I'm gonna still do it because I
I'ma
love
still
it.
do it, yeah,
I love
but,
the
like,
game, but like the
It's
game
like,
is
damn,
shitty.
you feel me? Like,
no, I think there's always gonna be space for like original creators because the AI only knows patterns. It
Right.
can only take from what already exists. It can't
But the
have
thing about
until they
making
have the
beats
capacity to create
Is
this new
that
shit.
making beats is also about patterns though.
Exactly. No, that's why I
That's
think
why
it's
it's
mad
tough.
easy to replicate.
Because
But
like melodies,
there's always
formula.
gonna be that new producer who changes the
Drum patterns.
sound.
let's not forget
Feel
too
me?
with that whole Drake situation. The AI was modeling a Metro Boomin sound.
Right.
The
Was it
template,
cranking?
you feel me? So it's like the
So-
beat was hard. I ain't gonna lie, the beat was
The
hard.
beat was stupid.
It was
The
alright.
song was ass, but the beat was
Nah,
hard.
it was like, yeah, hate ass nigga, bro. Give the AI
So
something.
imagine, I could get a Metro Boomin type beat. I don't gotta pay anybody for it. It's my creative
They're
right.
gonna charge. Whoever's controlling that, yeah, they're gonna be
Sure,
like,
but
I
it's
need
It's
the
charge, but
bread.
it's gonna be very, very
It's
cheap.
not gonna be.
It's gonna be
I
cheap.
don't think it'll be cheap.
It'll be cheaper than Metro.
If it's Universal, that's fucking
It is
putting that
cheaper than-
together. It's
But
done.
I don't think it's gonna be gatekept by Universal. Like we have all this technology. Mad people are
if they can make it themselves.
exactly,
Yeah.
or use a service or whatever.
Because it's gonna be in house. Have their
You
own
know?
AI model.
Like music
whatever,
is
yeah.
and I think the reason I think it's gonna dominate music is because music is already a thing that has no value. You know what I mean? Like you don't sell music anymore. You stream music, so there's so much expenses, but you don't actually see a return on music, and that's why they're pushing merch and performing live and stuff like that. So if you can truncate those expenses by using AI, you don't think they're gonna do that, and it's gonna start with the producer and the writer. Maybe you still got to be.
Well, the writer
real
already
person.
is probably getting.
I was gonna say,
the
we
writer
need
and the
the writer.
engineers are like getting like the worst.
Yo,
of the
why
worst.
they don't have no AI? Like I ain't seen
Engineer
no
might
AI
be the
these
next
white
one too
artists
on that
bro.
list.
What's up with that?
What?
I ain't seen no AI videos and none of these white artists. No AI songs. Like
Yeah,
why
nah.
they,
Yeah, they're not
got-
popping. That's why
They
they're.
got AI
Oh,
Justin
man.
Bieber and all that shit. Yeah.
I feel you, but he also already sold his master, so he kind of don't care. I feel like he's good, but like the rest of them,
That
it's
nigga
like,
trying
yo,
to. That nigga.
that's
Got
kind
like
of
a
fucked
disease
up.
right now. That nigga got
Oh,
other
man,
problems.
yeah,
no
he's
bullshit.
sick,
You
no
think about some
bullshit.
other shit?
Yeah,
So
why
how
you
do you feel
laughing?
about all that? Like, does that scare you at all?
I think the other stuff that scares me, like it's like outside of music. It's like work life, stuff like that, like your day to day. Like if you think about your relationship with your phone now, like I'd be like, "Hey Siri, turn off the lights or shut off the music." Like I don't have to do that. And then one day
bullshit.
Siri's gonna be like, "Bitch, I'm not turning the lights off." But no, I saw this video like the other day, and it was some robot. I think it was in China or something, and they were testing it out to like do like manual labor.
Oh yeah, move
and
the
it
boxes.
moving
And it just
boxes,
stopped.
it unalived itself. Like
Facts, that committed suicide.
yeah, literally, it was like, "Oh, I'm not doing this anymore."
It was like, I
'Cause
don't want to be a
too much.
slave.
Yeah, it was like, no, we're not doing that. So like shit like that scares me because I'm like some iRobot shit. They're gonna be like,
straight
nah,
up,
bro.
like-
They're like, we're not doing this. If we try to
that's
make it a
just-
very like we try to dominate them, which is gonna have to be the relationship, but it's not gonna end well. There's no way it's gonna end well.
Yeah, bro,
as far
that's
as
what I'm
music
saying.
goes, I, as a true like music believer, I don't think even like your regular consumer that's like not an artist, that's not a creative, is gonna want to see Beyonce live still. Who's gonna see like Drake and stuff like that? They're not gonna want to see a damn robot pretend to be someone else, or even if they become their own artist, like no one
That
gives a shit.
Tupac hologram came out.
Niggas
They went up for that.
Niggas went crazy for that.
Because it was Tupac, and like he died how long ago? Like
So
20
it might-
years
That
It
ago.
was
work
corny though.
independent.
I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't like
It
that.
was.
It was weird.
That was mad
It was
corny.
weird.
though.
That freaked me out. I was like, ooh.
He wasn't even spitting for it. He was like, it was
He was
weird.
just,
Bullshit
it was like a
weird.
loop, right?
Yeah,
He was
it
just like
weird.
moving around. It was weird.